So here's the nighttime view of this. I mean, there's nothing fancy about it. No ambient lighting. I mean, it's just your basic interior, I guess. I would expect a lot more from an AT4. Should have ambient lighting somewheres, like in the cup holders or something. So I do like the stitching here, the orange stitching. I kind of like this finish here. It has like a sparkle to it. Not a huge fan of this. Again, the stitching in here is very nice. And then this is hard plastic, but this is soft to the touch, sort of. And then it has the same type of stitching in the armrest and in the seats. The seats are very nice, but on the downside, they are extremely uncomfortable. Like, they are very stiff, and they're already ripping with 60,000 kilometers. Now the legroom in the back is very tiny. There's not much legroom, obviously, for these size trucks. There's not much. Some nice cup holders there. And then this window is actually not even power, it's just a flick. And then for under the seats, I really don't like under the seats here. Just a second. As you can see, under the seats, there's no, like, there's storage here, but even if you want to put the seats up and fit something in here, you won't be able to because of this part. They ruined it with this. Even this pops up. The Ridgeline has way more room in the back, like storage. And then you got your USB ports here, no heated seats in the rear, so nothing fancy. You do have your 2-wheel drive, 4 auto, 4 high, 4 low. Steering wheel is nice. Now for your volume controls, they have paddles in the back. You can switch the songs up and down. And then on this side, you got your volume. I mean, prefer paddle shifters, but I know why they didn't put paddle shifters, because transmission in this is horrible in my opinion. So here, I hate these gauges. These remind me of like a 90 Chevy, like that bluish green color. They could have did way better. This shifter is absolutely horrendous. I hate it. Like, come on. This 2021 AT4, brand new. These are 60 grand Canadian. Out the door, you're paying over 70 grand for a truck, and this is what you get for a shifter. It is ridiculous in my opinion. And then you got your little compartment here. These cup holders are super tiny. You can't fit a coffee mug in there. You can't fit much in there. You can't even fit like a bigger water bottle. This is old Samsung. My S22 won't fit in here like that. It doesn't fit in there, so it does fit there. Doesn't have wireless charging, unfortunately. But it's got the 2 USB, heated seats. You get your tow, your traction control, hill assist, I believe that's what that is. No heated steering wheel, which is kind of not great. All the lights are LED or halogens. There's no LED lights. Even when you come to the front, at least there is a little LED strip. I guess you can't really see it in the daytime, but there is a, well, I don't have the lights on, but there is a LED strip here and here, but the actual lights are halogens. Now this, it's just like drops down right quick. Like, it's not. Anyways, so again, this, I'm not a fan of this. This is just, looks cheap. I like this. It's easy to use. It's all touch. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. Now, the thing is, the sound system in this is absolutely horrible. I'm not going to show it because I just have a cell phone that I'm recording with anyways and editing, and you're not going to really hear the quality of the sound system. But either way, there's no subwoofer or anything. You just got pretty much just got speakers with a little bit of bass. There's nothing very exciting about it whatsoever. Now, if I'm spending 60 grand on a truck, I'd expect a good sound system. Again, the Ridgeline will have a way better sound system. Ridgeline has better gas mileage, higher payload capacity. Oh yeah, I forgot to say the box is 5 feet, and the payload capacity on this, I'm not 100% sure. I think it's a little over 1,500 pounds, where the Ridgeline closer to 1,600. Not sure if you can hear, but these tires are really loud. The gas mileage on this, it's all right. I mean, I don't like baby it. I don't accelerate super slow. So I am getting pretty high gas mileage, but on the highway I can get like 11-ish at 110, well, at 120 you're getting closer to 11, 12 liters per 100. I'm not 100% sure what that is in miles per gallon, but I can change it here. So right now I'm averaging 15.8 miles per gallon, but I do idle a lot. I've had the truck for about a week. There's no like sport mode or eco mode or anything like off-road mode. There's just drive, which, unless like, I don't know, but you can put it in low and then like manually shift with this, which I would not do. And then it is an 8-speed, so you would think with the 8-speed it would be a lot better on gas. Maybe it's these tires. They're 17-inch rims. I think they're pretty big tires though. So anyways, but yeah, the transmission, like just driving, accelerating slow, it's all right. It stays in the lower RPMs. It doesn't bog too much. Then when you want to floor it, it takes a second. It's a little lazy in the downshift. Now, when you do accelerate, like full throttle, the transmission is just super lazy. I'm not sure why they tune it like that, but the Ram 8-speed is 10 times better, like way better. It shifts super quick compared to this. It is not lazy at all. I feel like with the 300 something horsepower this has, with the weight, it should be a lot quicker. I know people don't buy trucks for speed, but I like speed. I like power. That's why I got the EcoBoost 3.5. For me, I would never buy one of these because of the price tag and like what you get. Like, it's just cheap. I find it's made cheap. The 3.6 isn't really known to be a reliable motor from what I've read. I forgot to mention when doing a quick walk around that this does come from the factory, I believe, with a 2-inch lift compared to the normal Canyon, so you do got that advantage over the Ridgeline. Like, it is definitely going to be more off-road capable, but in my opinion, I don't think people are going to be off-roading with these trucks. If you're going to off-road, just get an old truck. Unless you have money. Money's no option. You're probably not going to get a GMC Canyon to off-road with anyways. So, I mean, unless you're really going in deep stuff, again, I would prefer the Ridgeline, the new Ridgeline. The old ones are so ugly. The new ones, at least they look a lot better. Now, also the Honda all-wheel drive is going to be way more reliable, and the engine's going to be more reliable. I know this isn't a Ridgeline review. I've never even driven one, but I definitely want to go try one out. I've been looking into them, and they seem pretty decent. They seem like the best bang for your buck for this size truck. Like, compared to Tacoma and the Lariat and the Ridgeline, I would definitely go with the Ridgeline. And I have a Ford, so I would never go for the Lariat just because of that. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. So let's do an acceleration pull just to show you guys how sluggish the transmission is here when you put it to the floor. Okay, it's to the floor. Like, there's a delay there, major lag. Again. And right there's your top speed. It will not go any faster. My EcoBoost, the 3.5 full-size truck with the 10-speed, I find is better on gas than this truck. And this is just a little V6 naturally aspirated light truck. So I'm not sure why. I know why. I think because of the tires and also because of this transmission. At 120, I'm revving at almost $2,000, which is pretty high for an 8-speed in my opinion. I would personally never buy one of these. The only reason I could see why you would buy one of these if you're like a brand loyalist or something and you want a GMC only because you're a Chevy guy. Now that's the only reason I can see why you would get one of these. If you're gonna get this size truck, it's really no question. It's Tacoma or Ridgeline. Those are the only two options. They're the best options. Tacoma is definitely the nicer looking truck, more off-road capable than a Ridgeline. Now in 2024, the Ridgeline is going to be getting a 10-speed transmission, I heard, which their 10-speed is amazing. So the Ridgeline is just definitely going to have the best miles per gallon. It's going to be the quickest. With the 10-speed, it's getting a little 5 horsepower bump, but that's nothing major. And that's another thing with the Ridgeline. It does have paddle shifters, which is pretty cool for that price range. You can't beat that. And the paddle shifts just make it a little more exciting to drive. I know trucks aren't made for speed, I'll say it again, but I like when you want to have a little fun, it's nice to have a truck that can do work and have fun at the same time. Again, that's why I got the Lariat EcoBoost. It's just luxury, great sound system, ambient lighting. This is alright. I mean, I prefer knobs anyways. I don't like everything digital just because, you know, more stuff can break, but that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.